Hi everyone, I hope you're all keeping well and welcome. My name is Lisa. So we have just had Pluto move into Aquarius a couple of days ago. So some of you may have felt, a little bit of an energy shift, maybe not. But this video is mainly to concentrate on the energy that we're going to be experiencing this year. Because it's a 20-year cycle, Pluto in Aquarius, and we don't want to sort of go into think about the whole 20 years. We want to concentrate on now. How can we harness the energy to start this cycle as smoothly as possible now? So I'm going to be going through every sign, and I'm going to be bringing in how we can use this energy with currently the North Node in Aries as well, and how that's going to influence how we're moving forward. And also just thinking about Jupiter moving into Gemini in the summer months as well, and just how this is all going to be working together. So I'm going to be giving some sort of hints and tips as well, how you can harness this energy and just work through it more smoothly. Because the thing is, we can harness the sort of the darker, lower vibration of the transit, or the more lighter, higher vibration. And if we know what we're working with, it means that we can use it to our advantage. So I'm going to be going through every sign. If you do want a bit more information on how Pluto is moving into Aquarius, how this sort of affects us generally, there is another video I've done, Pluto in Aquarius, Love Will Set You Free, so you can check that out, and that just gives a bit more of an overview of what you can expect. But otherwise, I'm just going to jump straight into the signs. And so my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. So let's get into yours. So Pluto has moved into your third house. So this is going to have big shifts when it comes to your community, your neighbours, the way you're moving around, your day-to-day sort of travel and the people you're around, the way you're communicating, who you're communicating with. And so you may have already been feeling this shift, that your surroundings are different, or you're unsure of where you're heading. Because Saturn as well is also in your fourth house, so there's definitely some restructuring going on with the fourth, with the home front, and how you're feeling as well at home. And so with with Pluto in the third, and the North Node in the fifth, which the North Node in the fifth in Aries, this is again a time that you're focusing on your creativity, a time that you're focusing on things that make you feel good, just because you like doing them. This can also be bringing in fated people as well, so people that you enjoy being with, dating, things like that, romance. Whether they end up good or not is a different story, but it's about what lessons you take. What do you learn about yourself in these experiences? And so it can feel like a very fated time in terms of the people that are coming in. And I would say, especially when we get to the summer, when Jupiter does go into your seventh house, there could be some people that come into your life that it feels very abundant or fun, energized, and this could be this could just be mindful a time that you could maybe overgive, or people overgive to you. So just be discerning about that, but really just enjoy what it is that you can learn through these experiences in this year. But also, but finding yourself in that, finding where your place is as well. Because if Pluto going into the third house, this is again going to be showing you how you show up with people in your environment. And so there could be situations where you may have problems over the years with things like neighbors, or communicating with people, miscommunication. Maybe that's something that you've always found, that maybe people don't understand you, or you just don't get other people, stuff like that. But I would say, for this, because it's such a busy house, a third house, there's so many ways that Pluto can be playing out in this way. And I would say a really good way to harness this energy, especially while the North Node as well is in the fifth house of creativity. If you enjoy writing, or painting or anything like that, you can do things that, so let's just say you like writing something like a story or even a poem about deep feelings. So something, very Plutonian. So you could write something dark or deep, maybe a crime mystery or just anything like that, or even about feelings. So if you're someone who likes to maybe express feelings, but you'd rather write, you can write it down. So journaling, things like that would be really good good to tap into this kind of energy. So you're using it. And if you're doing it in a creative way, you're bringing in that North Node, and then you may be able to find another way of expressing yourself. You may be able to find another outlet as well, and that might lead on to something. Maybe there will be this spark of inspiration that just comes your way and just sets you off on a new path. And maybe other people coming in as well help you sort of see that about yourself or see a different side of yourself. But that would be a really good way, and especially that Pluto's in Aquarius, maybe doing something that's quite futuristic as well. Whether you're doing something that's quite different or you're writing quite differently. You can do, I don't know, like buy something like a book or something that's quite futuristic or different, or add that into your writing, or paint something that's futuristic and dark, or just innovative, because Aquarius is the sign of innovation. It's futuristic, it's forward thinking, so thinking ahead as well, thinking about the past and bringing in the future with that, because that's very Pluto and Aquarius. And this is what you need to be doing, so it's kind of like an expression of yourself, of what you're doing too. And so you're healing the past, and you're also focusing on where you want to go into the future. So that could be really great for you to do this year. Just, some food for thought, how to use that energy. And so what else do we have? So that's the main focus, really. We have Jupiter going in your 7th house, so that's going to be bringing in possibly people, connections that could be really good for you as well, and help grow you in those certain areas. There is, there is probably a lot going on with your sense of where you're at and how you're feeling as well. And Pluto rules your 12th house, and so this can also be again about deep healing and thinking maybe about how you 3rd house rules our early years at school too. And so you could also be thinking about, what was it maybe about those early years that maybe had stunted your growth in terms of maybe where you wanted to go? Was there anything that did you stop doing something creative to move you forward? Was there something that happened that created a wound? Like, what happened around that time? Because there would be deep healing that needs at this time, and it's there for you. It's there for you to heal. Use Pluto. Don't be afraid of the energy. Use it, embrace it to empower you, so that you can move forward in your life, feeling empowered and joy. And so just so that you know, after every sign, I have an affirmation to give you that I thought would be helpful on, your own individual sign. So my affirmation for you, Sagittarius, that you can use, throughout this year or any time is: the joy is in the journey, not the destination. I move forward with truth and curiosity. And so just apply that to what I've said, and I hope that helps. So I wish you all the best, my Sagittarius, and I will see you soon.